The following is a presentation of CUTV Sports and CUTV Sports 1.
Hello and welcome into the Convocation Center here on the campus of California University of Pennsylvania. I am Dylan Godet, and joined alongside me is Anthony D'Agostino. And Anthony, we're in tap for a big matchup here between IUP and California.
Yeah, Dylan, these two teams, they just don't like each other in football, in basketball, in anything. And we got a great match between these two teams today. California coming into this in the division 4-7. IUP, they are 8-2 in the division. And Dylan, taking a look at the last game for both these teams, California in Seton Hill, it went to overtime. California lost by 3, 90-87 to a last-second three-point shot.
Yeah, it was a close game. I was watching that game online, courtesy of Seton Hill there, and it was a kind of reversal of the game last season between Seton Hill and California. This time Seton Hill coming out on top.
For IUP, they traveled to Edinburgh, and they also came away with a victory, and it was only by 3 points. IUP beat Edinburgh 70-67 in that game, Dylan, and it was a very tight matchup. And IUP, not the strongest team that we've seen in the past few years.
Yeah, definitely. And coming into that game last year, IUP was ranked second in the country in their game against California in February of last season. So definitely not the high-powered team we're used to seeing with IUP, but both of these teams can score and score the basketball very efficiently.
And you were talking about the last time these two teams met, California and IUP. Number 2 IUP at that time, IUP was won 77-72, Dylan, and California remembers that, and they're going to try to come away with a victory today.
Yeah, let's quickly get into the starters for California. We have Robel Teckel, the 6'7" forward out of Washington, D.C. Next is number 1, Jameer Howes. He's a 6'7" forward, also there out of Cleveland, Ohio. Next is 5'10" senior Cordell Smith. And rounding out your last two starters here is 6'3" senior Terry Davis. And to round out the starting five, next is Isaiah Lewis, a 6'3" guard, transfer out of Temple.
Yeah, Isaiah Lewis, averaging 18.7 points per game, really doing well for California. For IUP, Anthony Glover, the senior 6'1" guard, transferring out of Chicago State. Number 5, the senior out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, transferring from Quinnipiac, the 6'3" guard, Aaron Hutton. Number 12, the coach's son, the junior out of Indiana, 6' guard, Dante Lombardi. Number 21, the redshirt junior out of Voorburg, the Netherlands. Went to school in the United States from Holderness School in New Hampshire, Willem Brondwick. And to round out number 50, Jacobo Diaz, a 6'9" forward junior out of the Canary Islands, Spain.
Getting ready for tip here at the Convocation Center. And the tip is up and controlled by IUP's number 12, Dante Lombardi. First offensive set for IUP. Lots of ball movement early on as they get it to Anthony Glover at the top of the key. Coming off a ball screen there from Brundwick. The drive in here by Diaz is up and good. The first 2 points of the game there by Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz getting in there in the baseline. They're driving in with a nice little finger roll there. 6'9", and kind of just push it into the basket there.
And now California, ball tipped out of bounds there by Aaron Hutton of IUP. California takes back possession of the basketball.
Yeah, not great passing on that one. They're in some traffic, and it got tipped out of bounds by IUP. 18 seconds left on the shot clock for the Vulcans.
19:24 left to go in this game as Robel Teckel takes a right corner three, shot up no good, rebounded there by Glover.
Yeah, off the rim there. Kind of surprising to see him take that kind of shot.
Diaz quickly back the other way, and Diaz up, and IUP now has a 4-point lead.
IUP starting off strong there. Diaz sprinting down the court on the far side and was able to get that basket to fall.
Robot tackle kicks it over to the corner again to Isaiah Lewis. Lewis's three is up, no good, and IUP looks to be controlling the game here early as Lombardi kicks it out to Glover in the left corner. Shot up, no good, but he is fouled there by Isaiah Lewis. Not a smart foul there by Lewis.
No, and a good pass by Lombardi to get to Glover there. And Glover with a wide open shot. Lewis gets there late, and he will be called for the foul. And a 3-point foul here. California, you're going to notice that they're not going to try for much offensive rebounding because IUP's speed allows them to get down the court fast. And if California is doing those offensive rebounds, trying to get them, then they're up in the offensive side, and IUP's already down on their offensive side. So California needs to get back on defense. So if you miss a shot, IUP's going to come right back down the court with those rebounds.
Glover hit his first free throw and missed his second there. Glover, 87% from the free throw line, leads the team in free throw shooting percentage. As his next free throw, and it is up and good. They actually called a lane violation, I believe, on the last free throw attempt. So Glover, 2 of 2 so far from the free throw line.
Yeah, that was on California there. I wasn't exactly sure who stepped over the line.
Glover's third free throw is good, and IUP out to a fast start. 7 early points here. California's going to have to get something going on the offensive end. This defense for IUP slapping the floor ready here on this possession. Isaiah Lewis kicks it over to Jameer Howes, back up to Davis at the top of the key. Over to Cordell Smith inside to Howes, and he can't control that pass. Pass out of bounds. Another turnover there for California.
Yeah, he just couldn't control it. It looked like he had it, and then it looked like it might have been tipped there, but by Brondwick, but it wasn't. He got it out of bounds, and IUP still.
A 3 there by Anthony Glover is up and in, and a quick timeout here by Coach McBride going to the bench early as it's a 10-0 lead for the Crimson Hawks.
Yeah, this is different. California trailing by 10, and they haven't scored a point yet. As Dylan, we were talking about some of the stats here. California, they are leading in points per game, 84.6 points per game. IUP 77.5. However, California allows 88 points per game, and that does not lead to wins right there. And field goal percentage, IUP leading by 1%, 48 to 47%. And Dylan, California, their defense allowing 88 points, that's just not good.
It's not, and early on in this game, you're seeing why as they're taking shots and they don't have a rebounder there to get the offensive rebound. As we're back to action here, it's California's Alexander, who just checked into the game, as well as Ryan Dutton. Both of those players are new on the court as Cordell Smith kicks it over the corner to Davis. Davis thought about a 3, wisely decided against it as he comes off a tackle screen, drives in, shot no good, rebounded there by Lombardi. Lombardi now back the other way. No numbers here for IUP as Diaz gets the ball on the left wing, back up to Lombardi. Lombardi kicks it back out to Glover. Glover's 3 is up and good, and a 13-0 start to this game for IUP.
Glover averaging 46.2% from beyond the arc. He's their one of their shooters, and you saw it there from the point position, just nailing that one as he had a defender coming in him late.
Dutton takes a 3 himself and answers the freshman Ryan Dutton. Only shooting 40% from the three-point line this season, but he hits that one.
Yeah, averaging 1.1 points per game is Ryan Dutton, and right there, it goes over his average with that three-pointer.
It's a big spark there. Finally getting California's first points of this one is Glover, as California's now switched up to a 2-3 zone as Lombardi kicks it back out to Hutton. Hutton over to Lombardi in the left wing. He traveled the basketball. IUP's first mistake there on the offensive end.
Interesting that California elects to go with a zone defense here. Usually when you want somebody to try to shoot out of a zone, you do that. And IUP right now leading by 10 and with some three-pointers that have been made as well. Kind of surprising to see California trying to get IUP to shoot out of the zone.
It definitely is, but California as well in the offensive end have to get something going. Here's Davis now. Ball top the key, kicks over to Dutton. Left wing, right where he hit that last 3. He gets the ball on the inside again. He dribbled the ball off his foot and out of bounds. Another turnover there for California.
Blake Danielak checking in now for number 21, Willem Brondwick. Not often you see somebody from the Netherlands playing basketball. He came to the U.S. to go to high school in New Hampshire, and he was a transfer out of Siena College.
Now California staying in that 2-3 zone as it is Danielak on the outside, and he kicks it over. And he gets it back there to Miller. Miller's three is up, no good. Rebounded, though, by Diaz.
Diaz, 6'9", the tallest man on the court. He can basically do whatever he wants out there, as long as he doesn't foul, of course.
As he gets the ball on the inside, pump fakes and draws two California players up in the air, and I believe they're going to get that foul there on Ryan Dutton.
Nope, it's going to be tackle.
Yeah, could have easily called it on either player.
One, right? Yeah, I saw Ryan Dutton get in there as well. But like I said, Jacobo Diaz, 6'9", California, they have 6'7" as their tallest guy on the court, and that's Robel Tackle. And even he was not much match for Diaz as he misses that first shot.
Diaz misses that first free throw. He is 72.6% from the free throw line this season. His second free throw is up, and it is good as Diaz extends this IUP lead to 11. And now IUP in a full court press as California gets the ball into Alexander. He can't control that pass, stolen there by Glover. Glover kicks it out to Lombardi. Lombardi kicks it back out to Glover at the top of the key, drives in, double team, kicks it back out to Lombardi. Lombardi drives in now. He is double teamed, and he kicks it out to the corner there to Danielak, and he hits a three. IUP making it rain early.
44.2% from the three-point line is Blake Danielak, and he makes it there. Still a full-court press there as California looking to get out of this.
Yeah, California is not playing playing basketball the way they want to here as Tekel drives in, spin move off his right hand, up and good. Nice offensive move there by Tekel.
Yeah, Robel Tekel there in the paint there, getting the spin move and getting the finger roll to go to get it to 17-5 in favor of the Crimson Hawks with 15:30 to go.
California staying in that 2-3 zone as Diaz kicks it inside. Nice ball movement there by IUP. Danielak shot up, no good. Nice defense there by Ryan Dutton.
Went straight up on that one. Great job there by the officials seeing that.
And now California kicks the ball around. Robel Tekel shoots a three, and that's no good off the side of the backboard. Wasn't even close there. As Lombardi now takes a three. Shot up and good, and IUP cannot seem to miss. 20 points in the first 5 minutes of action. 15 minutes left to go here in this first half.
Yeah, Lombardi showing how you shoot the three-pointer there, making it nothing but net.
And looking up at the scoreboard there for the scores for IUP, a lot of threes up there for the Crimson Hawks. California, excuse me, Anthony, you can go ahead.
IUP the best in the PSAC in three-point shooting. They're fourth in the Atlantic region in three-point shooting. And they're showing why today.
A missed shot there, and Lombardi left wide open. Not sure you want to leave him wide open, and he hits it. Another three for IUP. Coach McBride cannot like the effort he's seeing from his team.
Lombardi averaging 29.6% from the three-point line, and he's 100% today. 6 points all from the three-point line. IUP just bringing it to California today.
Anthony, we're going to take a look here during this timeout at the leaders there for IUP.
And you see Anthony Glover there and scoring 18.8 points per game for him. Jacobo Diaz with rebounds, 9.6 rebounds a game. Lombardi likes to dish the ball, 69 assists for him. Steals Jacobo Diaz with his 6'9" frame, can easily steal the ball with 24. And then Diaz also averaging 33.9 minutes per game. He leads the team with that. Dylan, we're taking a look now at the California leaders. Lewis averaging 18.7 points per game. Davis Jr. 7.3 rebounds a game. Lewis with 67 assists. Cordell Smith with 33 steals. And Davis Jr. 33.9 minutes a game. And you can just see the difference in terms of steals and in terms of scoring. It's kind of similar, the 18.8 and 18.7 for Isaiah Lewis, but it's not even close today in terms of the game.
It's not, and California has those three transfers in their starting lineup there in Isaiah Lewis, Jameer Howes, and Terry Davis, and it just hasn't been the production California's wanted out of them. It looked promising there early, but they've been struggling from the offensive end these last few games, and it's showing here in this one.
Isaiah Lewis even transferring out of a D1 school, Temple.
And he's coming in as a senior. Just 1 year of eligibility left for him, but 2 years there for Jameer Howes and Terry. Terry Davis also has only 1 year left out of Glenville State. California gets the ball in against the press, kicks it up to Jameer Howes. Jameer Howes' layup is up and good, and I think that's what he gets fouled on that one. That's what California needs to do. Try to get the ball inside Jameer Howes. We saw that early in the year against Glenville State. Jameer Howes is able to dominate the inside. There gets a nice look.
Yeah, got a great look under the basket there. Puts up the shot, and Danielak clips him on the arm there.
It's Howes, 67% from the line this season, misses that one. Rebounded there by Diaz.
Any free points you can get, you got to get them here. Now down 23-7 with 14:10 to go in the first half, and a foul called away here, Dylan.
Yeah, foul called away from the ball. I believe they're going to get Cordell Smith with the foul.
Yeah, it looks like they are.
It's Cordell Smith's first foul, team third for the Vulcans. As now Hutton kicks it into Diaz at the top of the key. He sends it over to Danielak on the right wing as Glover drives in. Spin move, shot up and good, and he has jump stop there in the lane and got a shot up and in.
Yeah, he didn't have the height advantage there, but he was able to get it over top there.
As Philip Alexander, another freshman, drives in, shot up, no good, rebound tipped around and controlled there by Blake Danielak.
That hit House right in the hand as it fell off the basket. You got to be able to get those offensive rebounds, especially if it comes right to you.
Another three there by Hutton, and the three is up and good, and IUP is not missing the ball from behind the three-point line. 28 points now.
IUP 6 of 7 from the three-point arc.
And Coach McBride cannot be happy with his team, leaving these IUP shooters wide open as Isaiah Lewis passes tipped, and another turnover there by the Vulcans as Glover now takes it back the other way for IUP.
And that offensive rebound, like I said, you're not going to get many of them with this IUP team. You got to be able to get those rebounds if they come right to you to be able to put it back up and maybe get some points on the board.
Glover comes off a screen, kicks it over to Danielak for a three, and IUP finally misses a three-point attempt as Diaz now fouls Isaiah Lewis.
And that was just a dumb foul there. Lewis was already going past him, and he decided to reach out and grab him there. And you're winning by 28-7. There's no need for that. Get back on defense.
They're going to have a couple substitutions in here for IUP. Number 0, Jalen Vaughns, is checked in, as well as, can't quite catch his number, new post player. That's 21 there as Brondwick has checked back in for the Crimson Hawks. As Cordell Smith has the ball right on the NCAA logo, kicks it atop the key to Robel Tekel. Isaiah Lewis now off a dribble handoff, kicks it over to the right corner there to Cordell Smith. Cordell Smith guarded tightly there by Hutton as he kicks it up top the key to Howes. Howes drives in. He is blocked there by Brondwick. Strong block there.
6'9" Brondwick out of the Netherlands and Howes 6'7" out of Cleveland. He's got that 2 inches there, and although he made those 2 inches count.
That he did, as Howes had no chance on that. As Cordell Smith passes the ball in to Isaiah Lewis, kicks over to Derry Davis. Darius jump shot off the dribble, shot no good, rebounded there by IUP. IUP back to the way. Hutton's three is up and good again. 31-7 lead here for the Crimson Hawks. 12:20 left to go in the first half.
It's not that California isn't playing basketball. It's that they're not. I don't know what they're doing right now. Every basket from the three-point arc has been uncontested. You gotta get there first.
The turnover back the other way is Lombardi. Lombardi's shot is up and good, and IUP is well on their way to over 100 points in this one, as they have 33 points, and we haven't even reached the halfway point of this first half. As now California looking for something in the offensive end, a bit of a 4-out, 1-in look, as it's going to be another turnover there for California, but they get the ball right back with Robel Tekel, and Robel Tekel's left-hand layup is up and good.
Did a great job by Robel Tekel to get in there and get that shot to go in. California going to the bench early here. Eric Green about to check in.
Eric Green, not a guy that sees a lot of minutes here, as Lombardi comes off a screen, kicks it over to the left wing to Hutton. Hutton shooting very well, misses that one, as Brundwick tried to go over to the top of Robel Tekel, and he will pick up the foul as we've reached the immediate time out here. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned for more Vulcans men's basketball on the Vulcan Sports Radio Network and the PSAC Network.
Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Oh, what a play!
18 universities.
How competitive is this?
23 championships.
It's over. We have new PSAC champs.
7,100 student athletes. Make the PSAC yours.
My PSAC is passion.
My PSAC is pride.
PSAC is Pennsylvania.
Passion, pride, Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Hello and welcome back here to the Convocation Center here on the campus of California University of Pennsylvania. And Anthony, IUP starting 7 of 10 from behind the three-point line, and we're not even halfway through the first half.
Yeah, 33-9 in favor of the Crimson Hawks. IUP 70% from the three, 73.3% from the field. They are 11 of 15. So the majority of their shots have come from the three-point line, and they've made them.
Yeah, but 7 threes in a game is a good game for California, as they haven't not been able to shoot the ball very well from behind the three-point line this season. As we're back to action here, Cordell Smith takes a deep three, shot up, no good. Foul on the floor. I believe they're going to get a foul there against IUP. They're going to get the foul on Anthony Glover, his first, team fourth for IUP. I believe he was trying to box out the California player there in Eric Green. And Green did a great job boxing him out and drawing the foul, as California's Green now passes the ball in to Cordell Smith to the top of the key to Howes. Howes pass over. Again, a 4-out, 1-in look here for California against this zone here by IUP, as it's inside to Eric Green, back out to Isaiah Lewis in the corner to Cordell Smith. Cordell Smith's three is up and good, and there's some life for California.
Aaron Hutton was a little late to get over to Cordell Smith. Cordell Smith locked onto the target, fired before Hutton could get over and get in his way, and that shot was good from Cordell Smith.
Almost a massive throwdown there by Brundwick as it goes off the back of the rim. Isaiah Lewis takes the three on the other end, shot no good, rebounded there by Howes. Howes' layup is up and good. So California showing a bit more energy here.
And they're going to need about 400% more energy to get back in this one, 33-14 now. But that was a great move there by Jameer Howes. Inside there, gets the basket to fall, and gets the foul called as well.
As now Diaz checks back in, been needing him there as California was able to get a couple offensive rebounds as Howes' free throws up and good. Now a 33-15 ball game. Important
shot there.
That's Lombardi now. The other way for IUP. California on a mini run here. Brundwick now. Dribble handoff there to Lombardi. Lombardi double team, pass inside there to Brundwick as Eric Green looked lost there on the defensive end, and Nate Diaz easily gets to the basket. Not Nate Diaz there, Jacobo Diaz there. Sorry, I don't know why I said Nate Diaz, thinking that we're in the NBA here as Jameer Howes' three is up, no good.
The way IUP started, it's kind of like an NBA game here.
You're right.
Like an NBA team playing a college team.
As Diaz now backing in, kicks it back out to Hutton. Over to Brundwick. Brundwick's pass, actually he's going to get called with a traveling violation. Nice defense there by Eric Green.
Yeah, good defense there by Eric Green, making sure that Brundwick really had nowhere to move, and he traveled on the play, giving California the ball back down by 20 with 9:34 in the first half.
Malika Miller has checked in here for Anthony Glover for IUP. 35-15 ball game early on in this one. It's Green now. Kicks it out to Jameer Howes, over to the left wing to Lewis. He kicks it over to Terry Davis, and Davis hits a three. California kind of trying to claw back into this one.
Yeah, Davis there was open from the near side three-point arc there. a little beyond the NCAA logo towards the middle of the court, and he was able to put it in.
Now IUP back the other way, looking for an answer here. As it's now Brunwick, top of the key, kicks it over to Miller. Miller's three is up, no good. Rebounded there by Jameer Howes. Lewis now bringing the ball up the court for the Vulcans. Kicks it over to Eric Green. Eric Green drives in, kicks it out to Cordell Smith. Cordell Smith now drives in, and he kicks it out. A lob pass there to Terry Davis, and he picked up his pivot foot before he got dribbling there, and they're going to get a traveling violation against Terry Davis.
Yeah, not a good move there by Terry Davis Jr., picking up his pivot foot, but Cordell Smith with great awareness not to shoot the ball there. He really didn't have much of a shot on that leb as he was driving the baseline from the near side, and instead kicks it out to Terry Davis Jr., then Davis Jr. commits the violation. But this one's going against IUP now, a foul.
Yeah, IUP gets charged with an offensive foul. That's going to be on Malik Miller, his first, team 6. So the next foul against IUP will send California to the free throw line. Could help the Vulcans try to get back in. This one is it's a 35-18 ball game here. IUP on top. 8:20 left to go in this first half. Lewis now drives in, tough layup, up and good. Now a 35-20 ball game.
Might have taken a little too many steps there. It looked to me like he had the ball like a football, and he was a running back running towards that basket, but referees didn't call anything. It was all illegal, and made a great shot there.
Lombardi, his double team, kicks it over to Diaz. Diaz looks like the ball is stolen away, but they're going to get a foul here, I believe, on Jameer Howes, and it is a foul there on Jameer Howes. Reach the next media timeout. We're going to stay here. We're going to take a look here, Anthony, at the PSAC West standings.
California down at the bottom there in 7th. IUP up at the top, 8-2, 12-5. California 4-7, 8-9. Slippery Rock right underneath of IUP, 8-3, 14-3. And then Gannon just underneath, 7-3. And then Edinboro, 7-4. Edinboro wish they beat IUP because they would have been up top there in the standings and just couldn't beat them by 3 points.
Next, we're going to take a look at the PSAC East standings. In the East, California is able to get a win there against Kutztown, a surprise win, as Kutztown's now 12-2 in the season, 8-2 in the PSAC.
And Westchester leading in the PSAC East, and in women too, I believe they're about the same. They're 10-1 in the men, 14-1 overall. And then Cheney, though, getting some wins, 2-8 for Cheney. That's pretty good to see.
It is, and we've heard their football team no longer in existence there at Cheney.
It's gone.
So big for the athletics there at Cheney. Maybe getting a little bit more financial help now that no football there at Cheney. They can redistribute their athletic funds to different ways. Again, if you're just now tuning into this one, it's been all IUP. IUP started 7 of 10 from behind the three-point line. Have not made a 3 since, but do have a 15-point lead here with 7:59 left to go in this first half. Lombardi now passing the ball in here for IUP. He's looking for a man, finds Miller. Miller now coming off a ball screen back to Danielak, who made the screen. He stops and pops from about 10 feet out and gets the shot to go in.
Yeah, Cordell Smith a little late closing him out as well. If you're not right in their face, they're almost lights out from wherever they're shooting from, are the Crimson Hawks.
That they are, and that just goes to effort there in the defensive end for California as that pass is tipped and stolen there by Malik Miller.
Malik Miller, 6'4", not even close to being the tallest guy on the court, gets up to tip that one to himself.
As now Danielak, who just made the last jump shot, hits a 3, and IUP stretches their lead back out to 40-20.
Once again, an uncontested three-pointer there from IUP, and California just not learning from their mistakes so far of leaving people wide open.
As Lewis now drives in, kicks it back out the Robel Tekel now to the left wing to Jameer Howes. Jameer Howes' 3 is up, no good, rebounded there by Miller, and California's 3s just don't seem to be hitting here as Miller goes coast to coast, and Coach McBride cannot like that when he takes a drink of his Gatorade. Frustrated there. No one picked up Miller all the way the length of the court.
Yeah, they instead of going and breaking into the lane, they actually opened up a lane big enough for an 18-wheeler to go through and let him go all the way to the basket from one end to the other.
And Jameer Howes misses that shot attempt. And now IUP back to the way. California not shooting the ball very well here in this one, only 36% from the floor. As Malik Miller makes a nice move, drives in, shot no good. They're going to get a blocking foul there, as I believe Brunwick tried to get that second shot attempt to go up.
I believe this is on Terry Davis Jr. Yes, it is his first, team's fifth. And that'll send Malik Miller to the line to shoot two.
Miller shooting the ball, the free throw, at around 70% this season, averaging 10 points per game, 2.9 rebounds, and 4.4 assists per game. His first free throw is up and good. Hits that one. A couple guys checking in here for California is Eric Green and Philip Alexander checking in for Terry Davis and Jameer Howes. Lineup on the court for California is actually his free throws up and no good. Rebound there by Robel Tekel. Lineup on the court for California is Isaiah Lewis, Cordell Smith, Robel Tekel, Eric Green, and Philip Alexander. As Cordell Smith hits a shot from the right corner. That shot is up and good. Now three-pointer there for Cordell Smith.
Fast-paced passing, get into Cordell Smith. Cordell Smith didn't hesitate. It was like a one-timer in hockey. This time it was a one-timer in basketball. Just takes the pass and shoots it right away, and it was right on target all the way to the basket.
Diaz with finally a contested three as he tried to step back there. It looked like it may have been a double dribble for Isaiah Lewis back the other way, but it's Cordell Smith now. Stops and pops again. Shot no good. Rebounded there by Diaz.
Well, when you're down by 20, I guess you can take 20-foot three-point shots.
A nice move there by Lombardi. He had Cordell Smith ankles twisted there on that one, but he would get fouled there by Isaiah Lewis as he drove to the lane. Will send him back to the free throw line.
His second is Isaiah Lewis. 2 fouls and 2 points for Isaiah Lewis so far today.
Now send Lombardi back to the free throw line. He is shooting 80% from the free throw line as his first free throw is up and good.
He's perfect today, 3 for 3.
Now a couple guys checking in here for IUP, and that is Jalen Vaughns. And I cannot tell who the other guy who checked in. I believe that's his first minutes. Now it's going to be Anthony Glover, but that free throw is missed there by Lombardi. It's a 44-23 ball game. 5:30 left to go as Isaiah Lewis drives in and will draw the foul. Let's see who this one is on. Call that one on number 12, Dante Lombardi. It's his first, team 7th now.
Lewis will go to the line to shoot 2. He's averaging 74.7%. Also, got to give a shout out to Gloria's cameraman down there, Adam Olson, almost getting run over there by Isaiah Lewis. He's a CUTV alum himself.
Isaiah Lewis's first free throw is up and no good. California has had the chance here a couple times from the free throw line to kind of get them working their way back into this game. They haven't been able to convert as Isaiah Lewis hits his second. Now it's back to a 20-point ball game. California now going to a bit of a full court or three-quarter court token pressure here. As it's Philip Alexander, they will drop back into a man-to-man defense out of that zone press. As it's Lombardi now. Ball at the left wing, comes off a Glover screen. Glover there, the cross screen, he gets the ball and drives in. Glover with a nice move. Didn't have the three-pointer he was looking for, but he drove in and finished with his right hand.
Yeah, Glover there around Robel Tekel, the 6'7" senior out of D.C. Just kind of contorts himself midair to get his shot the way he wanted to go.
Lewis spin move to the basket and good. Nice answer there by Isaiah Lewis.
Great spin move driving in from the point from the three-point arc through the lane and then takes the spin move and gets the finger roll to go. His momentum probably helped that ball fly off his fingertips just so elegantly into the basket.
Nice move for sure there by Lewis. As Glover now again another three. Shot no good, rebounded there by Philip Alexander.
A little bit contested, and there you see, if you get in their face, it's not as easy to make a shot, and a foul called here.
And that will send Isaiah Lewis to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. They're going to get that foul on Dante Lombardi, his second, team 8th now for IUP.
It's going to be a 1-and-1 here for Isaiah Lewis.
Lewis is the line. A couple players now checking in for the Crimson Hawks. As it's number 5, Aaron Hutton checks in for Lombardi, who picked up his second foul. Lineup on the court for the Crimson Hawks includes Hutton, Miller, Brundwick. As he hits that first free throw is Isaiah Lewis. To round out their 5 on the court right now is Anthony Glover and Jalen Vaughns. Lewis's free throw is up and good. Hits both of those in the one-on-one situation, as now it's a 46-28 ball game.
And very important, just hitting free throws any you can is great.
Now 4:13 left to go. Likely the last possession for this last media timeout in this first half. As it's Vaughn driving in against Eric Green, shot no good, rebounded, nice strong rebound there by Brundwick, and he gets fouled on the putback for an and one.
Yeah, and that foul was kind of just a bad foul. He was going up for the shot anyways, and you were behind him, and it just clips him on the arm as he was going up.
Yep, Brundwick shooting free throws at near 64% this season. His free throw is up, and it is good. IUP now closing in on 50 points in this first half as Jameer Howes now checks in for Eric Green. Isaiah Lewis taking the ball up the court for the Vulcans. He's manned the point guard duties this season as Jameer Howes kicks it back to the top of the key to Philip Alexander. Now, curl screen there by Cordell Smith, shot no good. Gets his own rebound, though, off the block. Lewis now drives in, jump stop, shot no good. Rebound tipped and controlled there by Cordell Smith. Cordell Smith's three is up and good, and they say, Anthony, best time to shoot a three is off an offensive rebound, and that's exactly what Cordell Smith did there.
Yeah, and he had IUP kind of all out of sorts there, trying to get back after that offensive rebound, back in their positions, and he takes that shot quickly and makes it count when nobody was on him.
Diaz shot up no good. Nice defense there by Jameer Howes to get his hand into his face as the ball's tipped around, almost stolen away there by IUP, but gets controlled by California. Jameer Howes now with the ball on the inside. Kicks it out to, as that was a shot no good there by Robel Tekel.
I was about to say, crazy to think if California can even get it close to a 10-point lead for IUP. That's almost a miracle with how this game started.
That it is Brundwick now, ball on the inside. Guarded tightly by Robel Tekel. Tries the spin move. Spins back to his right shoulder. Shot no good. Rebounded there by Robel Tekel. Ball's tipped around. Erratic play here as though the next dead ball will take it to the media timeout as Cordell Smith with another three. Shot up short. No good. Rebounded there by Diaz.
Didn't put enough on it. California had numbers 4 on 3 on that play.
As now IUP's fouled there. Aaron Hutton is fouled by Isaiah Lewis. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned for more Vulcans basketball here on the Vulcan Sports Radio Network and the PSAC Network.
Dylan, what's wrong, man?
I just don't know how my family back home in Buchanan, West Virginia can watch our stuff up here.
They can follow us on Twitter or they can like us on Facebook.
That's awesome. What about our sports? How can they watch that?
They could watch it live right on our YouTube channel.
Awesome, man. Thanks.
You're welcome.
And welcome back here to the Convocation Center on the campus of California University of Pennsylvania. The simulcast here, radio and TV, for this PSAC matchup between the IUP Crimson Hawks and the California Vulcans. It's a 49-31 lead for IUP. And Anthony, IUP started fast. California now balancing this game out, trying to crawl their way back into this one.
Yeah, IUP now finally getting just a little bit cold from the three-point line. 8 of 12. 66.7%. They're 17 of 28 from the field, 60.7. California, 11 of 30, 36.7%, and California 5 of 15 from beyond the arc. And most of those are coming from Cordell Smith, who has 3 three-pointers.
He's the leading scorer there for California with 9 points. As now Hutton at the free throw line. His free throw is up and good there at the front end of the 1-and-1. Hutton starting this game. He's a 6'3" junior out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Shot up, rimmed out, rebounded there by Philip Alexander. 50-31 ball game, 2:23 left to go in the first half. California needing some buckets here before halftime as Davis drives in, loses control of the basketball, but kicks it back out to Cordell Smith. Double team, kicks it over to Robel Tekel, and he passes it over to Jameer Howes. A nice ball movement there by the Vulcans.
Yeah, good job there. Jameer Howes getting open in that back door area there with a behind-the-back pass, getting it to him, and then putting up for 2 points. IUP wasn't ready for that one.
No, they were not, as Lombardi looking for an answer here. Diaz gets the ball in the left corner, kicks it back to the top of the key to Hutton. California now playing a lot better defense as the shot clock's down to 3 seconds as the last-ditch effort there by Danielak is no good. California with a great defensive stop there as they get a 3 almost taken there by Davis. Davis drives in, his shot blocked. A nice strong block by California controls the basketball. Jameer Howes, his second effort is no good. Rebounded there by Danielak.
Good job not fouling there was the IUP defense as well, and a timeout called by Coach Lombardi as well with 1:17 to go.
Yeah, just asking his players to just settle down here, maybe draw up something on the offensive end. It's going to be a timeout, 30-second timeout here by IUP and Anthony.
Dylan, we're going to take a look at some scores from around the PSAC now. Bloomsburg in the East beating Seton Hill 39-28. Mercier's getting crushed by Gannon 30-15 with 1:47 left to go in their first half. Slippery Rock beating UPJ 36-28 with 3:21 left to go in the first half. And then Westchester beating East Stroudsburg, well, now losing to East Stroudsburg 15-14 with 8:26 to go in the first half. Westchester ranked number 18 in the country. So it's interesting to see if East Stroudsburg can pull off the upset there. And then Edinburgh taking on Clary, and Edinburgh up 34-25.
As we're about to head back to action here, Diaz passing the ball in for the Crimson Hawks. Kicks it over there to Malik Miller. Malik Miller, the sophomore, provided some big minutes today for IUP. As now IUP moving the ball very well, but that pass is stolen away there by Jameer Howes. Jameer Howes, nice behind the back dribble, kicks it up to Cordell Smith. Back out to Terry Davis. Davis now kicks it out to Tekel. Back over to Cordell Smith. His 3 is up, and it is short again. Rebounded there by IUP. That would have been a big 3 there by California.
Yeah, Cordell Smith was open there, just couldn't get it, and a foul called here now, and he just got in the way there. I believe that was Jameer Howes.
They'll call it on Philip Alexander. And he just did not go out there and stop Miller, who had a full head of steam to the basket. He did it late. And easy foul call there against Philip Alexander. Again, only a freshman is Alexander out of Laurel, Maryland. And Miller, free throw is up and no good. Miller, a 6'4" sophomore guard out of Farrell, Pennsylvania, attended Farrell High School there in Pennsylvania. 50-33 ball game, 47 seconds left in this first half. His second free throw is up and good. 52-33 ball game now. 42 seconds and counting in this first half as Cordell Smith is double teamed as now IUP is in a zone defense. IUP California there moving the ball very well. Layup no good, however, there by Cordell Smith, and a nice rebound there by Brundwick. As now is a less than 1 second difference between the shot clock and game clock now. Down to 15 seconds. IUP content with holding for the last second shot here. It's Malik Miller coming off a ball screen. Loses control of the basketball, regains control, guarded there by Jameer Howes. Mismatch there as the shot is up, no good, and that will be the end of the first half. California losing to IUP 51-33. We're going to take a halftime break. We'll be back for second half action here from the Convocation Center. Stay tuned for more Vulcan men's basketball here on the Vulcan Sports Radio Network and the PSAC Network.
Dylan, what's wrong, man?
I just don't know how my family back home in Buchanan, West Virginia can watch our stuff up here.
They can follow us on Twitter or they can like us on Facebook.
That's awesome. What about our sports? How can they watch that?
They could watch it live right on our YouTube channel.
Awesome, man. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
Hello and welcome back into the Convocation Center on the campus of California University of Pennsylvania. IUP in control of this one. It's a 51-33 ball game. I'm Dylan Godet, and joined alongside me is Anthony D'Agostino. And Anthony, that first half was controlled there by the Crimson Hawks.
Yeah, it was. IUP got out to a very strong start there, shooting basically 70% from the three-point line. They've kind of cooled off a little bit here. They're 17 of 30 from the field, 56.7%. The three-pointers, they went down just a little bit. They're 8 of 12 now, 66.7%. Their free throw percentage, 9 of 14, 64.3%, or else this game could have gotten really out of hand real fast. California, 7 turnovers, IUP 4. IUP also with 4 steals and 12 points off of turnovers for IUP.
And we are back to action here as California got the first possession of the second half. Looking for something on the offensive end are the Vulcans. It's Lewis now driving in against Diaz. Shot up and good over the outstretched arms of Diaz.
And Lewis there hitting Adam Olsen down the baseline there. He switched sides. And Lewis got on there, but a great finger roll there. Gets the friendly roll off the rim, too. It looked like it might have rimmed out, but it just falls in. Had that good spin on it.
As now Lombardi dribbles the ball off his foot. Turnover there by Lombardi.
Yeah, kicked it off his foot there and goes out of bounds. California has a chance to make it a 4-0 run here to start this game, possibly make it even 5 if they score a three-pointer.
That they do, and something I like at IUP defense, when they get back in defensive stance, they slap the floor. Ali Duke there. Duke does is this. Jameer Howes says, smack the floor all you want. I'm going to get to the basket, and gets that layup up and in.
Yeah, Jameer House there on the right side of the basket, then goes left and puts it up with a nice reverse layup off the backboard and in.
As they're going to get a foul underneath on Robel Tekel. Tried to get defensive position there on Brundwick and was unable to do so. Brundwick much bigger than than Robel Tekel. He's 6'9" is Brundwick.
Robel Tekel, his second foul.
And it's going to be Lombardi driving in. Floater up, no good. Rebounded there by Jameer House. Stolen right away, though, by Diaz, and Diaz gets that layup up and in.
Diaz laughing there as he was able to steal that one on a telegraphed pass.
As Isaiah Lewis shot blocked, I believe that may have been Lombardi or Diaz. One of those two had
Lombardi.
that. As Diaz layup short, very short, almost missed the rim completely, and he's going to get, actually going to get a travel call.
Wow.
It looked like the official was blocked there from, it looked like both players had their hands on the ball. Should have been a jump ball call, I believe.
I'm going with a different call. I'm thinking holding on Diaz.
Yeah.
Diaz was doing the old bicep hold there, and no foul call, but now it's a three-pointer.
Yeah, three-pointer there for Glover, and California, nothing going their way, as it's a 56-37 game. As Jameer Howes takes a three, trying the answer. Shot no good, and they're going to get a hold. A foul on Lombardi. It looked like he was just boxing out
That's what we like to call a makeup call in the business. When there's no foul on the play at all, his hands are nowhere near the body, and we call a holding call, which should have been called down there on Diaz on the IUP offensive side of the court.
See if California can get the three to really even that call up. This is a three by Terry Davis short there. Didn't get enough on that one. It's Lombardi back the other way. Lombardi now passes the ball out to Glover. Glover drives in. Nice pass inside to Brunswick, and it's shot no good. It's California now back the other way. Cordell Smith driving into the left hand. Scoop pass out to Robel Tekel. Robel Tekel back to Cordell Smith. Cordell Smith fadeaway three, no good. Gets his own rebound and layup up and good. It looked like Brunswick was coming into defensive help and just left him wide open layup there for Cordell Smith.
Cordell Smith didn't even see any of the white jerseys on the court. He thought he was the only one out there. He just did it all himself there.
Diaz now trying to answer with a three up, no good. Rebounded there by Jameer Howes. Nice strong rebound, and Hutton for some reason saw Jameer Howes looking like a monster underneath the basket, grabbing that ball and tried to get some action in there and gets called with the foul.
Yeah, and Hutton doesn't understand it. He's questioning the referee.
I'm not really sure why he tried to reach in there, because Jameer Howes had a monster of a rebound, just controlled that ball completely, and Hutton's for some reason tried to reach in there as they're going to get Lombardi now checking out for IUP. Malik Miller, who had some valuable minutes in that first half for IUP, checks in. California now trying to inch their way back in this one as it's Lewis driving in. A nice finish there. Got right to the rim and finishes with his right hand.
Yeah, he cut through two defenders in the paint there and got it off the backboard, and then the friendly roll off the rim to get into the basket. California doing some nice things here on offense.
Yeah, cutting this down to a 15-point game now, 56-41. We'll need some stops on the defensive end. However, as it's Miller driving in, and he's fouled from behind, I believe, by Isaiah Lewis. And that's who they're going to get that foul called on. That's Lewis. Actually, called on, it's definitely on Isaiah Lewis. Philip Alexander, the PA announcer, called it on Philip Alexander, but he is not in the game as they're going to get Isaiah Lewis with his fourth foul.
Yeah, fourth foul with 16 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the contest. That's not something you'd like to see if you're Coach Kent McBride.
It's going to send Miller to the free throw line. Miller, a sophomore. His free throw is up, and line drive free throw there, shot up no good.
Yeah, missed it off the back of the rim there, and too much on that one.
Philip Alexander will check in here for Isaiah Lewis.
Now he's in the game.
Yeah, they called that foul on him, but now he enters the game, and the second free throw by Miller is up and good. 57-41 ball game. 16:34 left to go in the first half. As Terry Davis now passes the ball inside to Robel Tekel. Robel Tekel spin move up and good. Nice post move there by Robel Tekel.
I was just going to say, great move in the post there near side, spinning move, and then gets it up and gets it to fall as well. Some nice things on the offense here. Just need some defense there, but a foul. And
yeah, California just slapping at that ball. They're going to call that one on Jameer Howes, his second, team third. And California was in nice defensive position there. Anthony just tried to smack the ball there and get called with the foul.
Yeah, when you're losing by this much, you need to get back on offense and make sure they don't score anymore. You're a little more aggressive on your defense there and trying to get the ball at any cost. And sometimes you miss and slap a person instead of the ball, and the referee's going to call that every time.
And it's Glover at the free throw line, hits his first. Again, he is the leading scorer this season for IUP at 18 points per game. Closing in on 19 as he hits his second free throw. And he is up to 18 points, so right on the money there on his season average is Glover. As it's Jameer Howes driving to the basket, gets the shot to go, and will head to the free throw line for a chance at a 1-and-1.
That's on Aaron Hutton. I'm surprised they let that shot go through. It looked like to me he was fouled in the act of going to the basket, but not as he was going up. And in the NBA, that's a continuation foul, but in the NCAA, there's no such thing. It would just be a foul on the floor. But they said he was going up, and he makes his foul shot to make it 59-46, Dylan.
Yeah, and California again crawling back into this one now, only down by 13.
Only down by 13. You don't ever hear that except when you realize that we were down by 20.
Yeah, and 20 very quickly in this game as IUP started 7 of 10 from behind the three-point line, and it looked like all but gone 5 minutes into this one as Diaz, ball on the inside, nice no-look pass there to Glover in the corner, and he hits the three for IUP, and that stuns California there, stops their run.
I mean, I think we just forgot that Anthony Glover in the first half was kind of lights out, and when he was wide open, and California did it again. Let him wide open, let him shoot it.
As Cordell Smith drove in against the much taller Diaz, and Diaz, great defense, but he cannot control the rebound. It is tipped out of bounds, and we've reached our first media timeout here in the second half, and Anthony, we're going to take a look here at Luka Andjusic.
And a sad story here. Luka Andjusic possibly out for the season there with crutches, and that's just not good to see, Dylan.
It's not. He missed the first half of the season due to injury, came back, played 4 games, and then to get injured, which we believe it may have been in practice, that's tough to see there. The senior Luka Andjusic, one of the leaders on this team, and it really stinks for him. He missed the whole first half of the season due to injury.
He
and comes
redshirted.
Right back, yeah.
Which means he burned his red shirt. He can't come back and redshirt again, and that means if he's out for the season, he's going to be on the bench for his senior year, and that sucks.
It does, and he would have added a much improved three-point shooter. He would have been a much improved three-point shooter compared to the rest of this team. Cordell Smith's really the only threat consistently from behind the three-point line. Luka would have added a second option there with Isaiah Lewis and Terry Davis really known for their driving ability. The three-point shooting is now relied on Robel Tekel and Cordell Smith, and between the two of them, Cordell Smith with a great ball game here today, but Robel Tekel only with 6 points. So California, not a very good perimeter shooting team now with Luka Andjusic out. We're about to head back to action now. 62-46 ball game. 5:19 left to go in this one. Pass in to Philip Alexander, kicks it over to Cordell Smith. Cordell Smith, alley-oop. For some reason, he decided to go with the alley-oop, and it is tipped away, controlled there by Anthony Glover.
Yeah, there was 2 defenders in the paint there, and I'm not sure why he decided to try for the alley-oop there. Maybe trying to spark something on offense, but sometimes the easy points or just an easy layup is all you need.
Glover now guarded by the freshman in Philip Alexander. Alexander mismatch here as Glover takes him right to the hole and spins around the fade away shot there inside the paint. A nice move there by Glover.
Yeah, fade away and nothing but net there.
They had the mismatch with Philip Alexander there as Cordell Smith now kicks it over to the corner. Robel Tekel. Tekel's 3 is up. Bounces off the rim, off the backboard and in. We just mentioned Robel Tekel needing to be a perimeter threat without Luka Andjusic. He hits one there.
Yeah, kind of contested there. Defender coming in late, getting his hand up, and got it off the rim, off the backboard, and into the net. Doesn't matter how it goes in, just matters that it went in.
Hutton now kicks it out to Diaz. The pick and roll, and Diaz kicks it out to Danielak, and he hits another 3, and every time it looks like California may try to get back into this one, IUP just stretches it back out. Now an 18-point ball game in favor of the Crimson Hawks.
Coach McBride wanted a traveling call there before the three-pointer went up, and he still kind of can't believe that, the missed call.
It's Tekel now, dribble handoff there to Cordell Smith. Cordell Smith cross-court pass there as Alexander drives in, shot no good, rebounded there by Diaz.
A wild shot there by Alexander as he was screaming into the lane there.
As Glover takes another 3, shot no good, rebounded there by Danielak. IUP slowing the pace down a bit here as California is in a man-to-man defense. Hutton now, ball top to key. Just no one guarding him there as he's just going to take his time as he passes it inside to Glover, and Glover is actually going to call a foul on Glover, I believe. Actually a carry there on Glover.
Yeah, Glover there went over-under with the ball and can't do that. And you're going to call a carry on that every time, and the substitution checking in is Dante Lombardi for Anthony Glover.
Yeah, Lombardi started fast from behind the three-point line. It's kind of settled in now with only 9 points. But California now back the other way, as it's Alexander trying to get the ball inside the tackle and does. Mismatch there with Lombardi. Double teamed, however, though, with Diaz, and they're going to get a foul here on Lombardi. A nice job of recognizing that double team and trying to step through with the pass and drawing the foul.
Lombardi with his 4th foul, and Dante Lombardi with 9 points. He averages 11.9, so kind of close to his average, but he's going to have to check out now, and Dad's not going to be too happy with that foul call.
No, he is not, and they're actually going to get a technical foul there on
the bench.
On the bench, so
that
maybe,
might be the coach.
Yeah, it may have been there, as he may have been outside of the coaching box.
Yeah, the coaching box, you see there, it's the end of the the scorer's table. If you go past there towards the middle of the scorer's table, you're going to get called for a technical foul. They did that so the coaches could get a little closer to the media table where their scorebook is as well.
And California can convert with a technical foul free throws as Robal Tekel misses both. Not sure that was the option I would have went with at the free throw line. Although Robal Tekel is shooting 80% this season, so if you're going statistical-wise there, Tekel is the option as he misses both. As Terry Davis just loses control in that pass, and then a frustration foul. Not good basketball there by Davis.
And I don't know if the kickball violation works when you're in midair, but it got hit off the leg of the IUP defender as he was in midair. Yes, no kick violation call there, though.
No, there is not. And we're back to action here.
So you had the foul, then the technical foul, the 2 shots, and the ball, and you get nothing out of all of that.
Yeah, it's frustrating there for California. It's been the story of tonight. It's a mismatch here as Diaz against...
Yeah, there's a foul there.
Against Eric Green, and Green did about all he could do there as Diaz draws the foul.
And Diaz will be shooting 2. I didn't think he was going up for the shot, but I might have been wrong, and he's going to take 2 shots. It's not a bonus because there's only 5 fouls for both teams.
And Diaz's first free throw attempt is up and good. Quick little bit on Diaz here. A quick shout out as well. Madison Klein, freshman volleyball player, is watching. She says that Diaz is her favorite player there for IUP as he is at the free throw line. Like Vulcan there cheering for an IUP player as Diaz hits his second free throw, making it back to a 20-point ball game.
Shame on her, rooting for a rival team.
The volleyball team had a nice season this season. Shout out to all of them for their season, as a lot of youngsters on that team. As now Alexander driving in. Nice move to the basket by the freshman.
Yeah, great job by the freshman there, getting through the defense on that far side of the court and getting it up and in off the backboard as well.
This is a 3 up and no good. Rebounded there by Cordell Smith. 3 up and good. Robal Tekel making 2 threes in a row.
Tekel tickling the twine right there from the near side 3-point arc. Great pass and moves by Cordell Smith to get it to him as well.
Diaz drives in, fouled there by Robal Tekel. And Diaz again, nice move to the basket. Now with 13 points, and we've reached the immediate timeout. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned for more Vulcans basketball here on this Vulcan Sports Radio Network and the PSAC Network.
Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Oh, what a play!
18 universities.
How competitive is this?
23 championships.
It's over. We have new PSAC champs.
7,100 student athletes. Make the PSAC yours.
My PSAC is passion.
My PSAC is pride.
PSAC is Pennsylvania.
Passion, pride, Pennsylvania. The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
And welcome back to the Convocation Center on the campus of California University of Pennsylvania. Indiana University of Pennsylvania with the lead here in this one, 71-54.
Yeah, IUP, they're just kind of doing a lot of things right now. And in California, they're making their shots when they need to, but their defense leaves a little bit to the left to be desired, as well as, you're fouling here. When the guy beats you, just let it go. Let him go to the basket, and maybe if you're coming in from the other side, try to block it, but don't go from behind and try to hit the ball out. It's never going to work for you.
Diaz hits his free throw now, makes it a 72-54 lead for the Crimson Hawks. California looking for anything now on the offensive end, as it's Lewis. Ball at the top of the key, guarded tightly there by Miller as he kicks it over to Philip Alexander. Alexander's shot no good, rebounded there by Jameer Howes. Jameer Howes now trying to drive to the basket. Nice move up and under there by Jameer Howes. Nice move.
Howes put a little too much on it, but the the rim helped bring it back in and get it into the basket. A good move there. Not a great shot, but the rim helps out and gets it to fall.
As Miller now. Miller's has impressed me here in this one. As could have been a charge inside, but the three is up. Rebounded there by Terry Davis. But Miller's surprised me here for the Crimson Hawks. He's played a very good game as Alexander drives in, finishes with his right hand. Philip Alexander a couple of years from now is going to be a very good scorer for the Vulcans.
Yeah, he's a freshman. He's get a little more time under his belt, some more practice, and he'll be great. He went coast to coast right there through the defense.
Diaz now guarded tightly by Howes as he kicks it back out to Miller. Miller over to Hutton. Hutton now stepping back and setting up the offense now as it's the curl screen as it's controlled by Glover. Glover's three contested there by Terry Davis, but able to shoot it over the outstretched arm and in for three.
Glover shorter than Terry Davis Jr. He's 6'3", Terry Davis Jr., 6'1", Anthony Glover. Yet Glover somehow can still make that shot with a guy right in front of his face who's taller than him.
Lewis spin move to the basket, a nice move. Isaiah Lewis, that's his ball game, driving to the basket. And California now makes it 75-60, 9:40 left to go in this second half. It's Glover now over to Hutton. Hutton guarded by Isaiah Lewis. They try to get it to Diaz in the corner, and they do. Diaz drives in and is fouled there by Jameer Howes. Able to get that shot up and in with the foul. Nice move there by Diaz.
Yeah, Jameer Howes kind of came charging in like a bull in a china shop to try to get Diaz off balance there and to try to block the shot. Diaz was going up, and Jameer Howes ran right into him and clipped him on the shoulder. And that was a foul all the way.
As Diaz now back to the free throw line. As hits his free throw now with 17 points in this one is Diaz.
IUP 16 of 22 from the free throw line. That translates to 72.7%.
As now California looking for something again in the offensive end, and it's Lewis driving in, stops at the free throw line, pops shot no good, rebounded there by Jameer Howes. Jameer Howes inside to Eric Green, and Eric Green, that'll excite the bench, gets the shot up and in.
Yeah, great job Eric Green there in the post there, getting it and putting it up for two, and a good pass there inside to him as well.
IUP though, controlling this one, 78-62. Glover again for three, shot no good. Rebounded there by California. California now back to the way. It's Philip Alexander in the corner for a three. Shot no good. Rebounded there on the inside by Eric Green. And California tips the ball back, and that will be an over and back foul. Just not smart basketball there by Isaiah Lewis.
Alexander put up a shot from the three-point arc, missed it. And Eric Green had a good job of saving that and getting the rebound. Throws it down the court, but then it goes out of bounds, not out of bounds, in the back court. And you just can't do that. You're in the offensive zone trying to score points here. You can't have those backcourt violations just on errant passes.
No, you cannot. The 78-62 game, and Diaz now guarded by Howes. That's been a nice matchup here today between the two of them. There's a nice spin move there by Lombardi. Gets to his left hand and finishes. Lombardi now with 11 points in this one.
Might have gotten a finger on that too, was California, but Lombardi with a great spin move, and even if the finger was on it, not enough to alter the course. And a blocking foul call here, Dylan. That was interesting. It looked like, to me, Isaiah Lewis just gave him a bow there.
It did, and he extended with his arm as well, but they're going to get Diaz with the foul call, and maybe they just said Diaz came over a little late, and even though Isaiah Lewis shoved off, that Diaz wasn't in position.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could go either way, but the league is definitely trying to get rid of that forearm shove there to clear space. So we'll see if the official observer here is making note of that at all.
As Lewis now drives in, ball tipped around like a ping pong ball, and they're going to say out of bounds off of California.
It looked to me like a hit off of Malik Miller, but it went out of bounds off of California, and California just trying to go through the defense there and just went out of bounds, Dylan.
Yeah, it did, and we're going to take a look now at this media timeout at our social media coverage, Anthony, starting there at our YouTube page.
Yeah, CUTV Sports 1 on YouTube. You can catch this game there or on demand there on the PSAC network there. And also our Twitter page at CUTV_PA. We post the links to anything and everything that we do, as well as we posted polls up there before, so look out for that. Our Facebook page, California University Television. Look out for our crew pictures as well as links to those broadcasts as well. And then CUTV News Center, your spot for all things news related here at Cal U and the CUTV flagship program News Center. And CalVulcans.com, your one-stop shop for anything Cal Vulcan sports. And they do a great job with the sports information staff, Matt Keifer and his staff. They do a wonderful job keeping up with the website, making sure you have all the links to our audio feed, the live stats, as well as the live video link to the Stretch Internet, the Stretch portal there for the PSAC network. And something new this year, the PSAC network, Dylan, in its baby year, if you will.
It'll go full sports next season. All sports will be available on that. And I know our job here at CUTV is going to get a lot more difficult next semester there in the fall with all these shoots that we're going to have to do.
I won't be here, so I'll try to watch what I can, but
if you're a high school student looking for some experience in broadcasting, you're gonna be able to get tons of it here at CUTV next semester. As now we're back to action here, as it's Miller. IUP now 5 out as not a good play there by Glover, as Glover just turns the ball over. Isaiah Lewis stops and pops and hits it. Lewis now with 15 points.
Yeah, great job by Lewis there. Couldn't drive in anymore, and he did a great job of stopping before the defense got to him, and stopped, popped, and dropped the basket right there.
It's now a nice move there by Miller, as he's guarded by Green. IUP slowing it down here as California finally switches, and they get switched right back, as don't want Eric Green on Miller there, as Miller takes a three, shot no good. Rebounded there by Jameer House. 3-on-2 break, as it's Alexander driving in and finishing with his right hand.
Yeah, Alexander driving in there. I thought that might have rimmed out, but it ended up getting a friendly roll from the rim. But IUP, Dylan, they're starting to play clock management now.
That they are, with a 14-point lead, 80-66. Diaz driving in against House. Fadeaway jump shot no good. California now back the other way. 3-on-3 break as Jameer Howell drives in. Not good attempt there, as it's no good. Rebounded there by Miller.
That's one you just want to kick back out. You didn't have great position of the ball there in your hand, and the defense was there. You just got to kick it back out and try to get something going on offense. Like I said, IUP trying to run clock here. We're running that run and gun style offense there, shooting the threes and driving inside, but they're taking a while now.
As that three-pointer rolls in there by Glover. And Glover now at 29 points, and it almost seems like every game California has given up a 30-point score this season, as Glover approaching that 30-point mark again. Green drives in, pass tipped as he kicks it out to Terry Davis. Lewis now driving in against Hutton. Kicks it back out to Philip Alexander, and Alexander's three is good. Alexander was a nice second half here.
Yeah, Alexander, with the safety of his own defender in front of him with a nice screen, had him open from the three-point arc there from the point, and he was able to convert there with a nothing but net three-point shot. 69-83, IUP leading.
Glover now kicks it over to Hutton. Hutton and Glover with the matching white headbands, as it's Danielak missing that three-pointer. As it's Lewis now back the other way, kicks it in the corner to Alexander. Alexander again gets the three to go, and California has cut this down to an 11-point ball game.
All right, Philip Alexander getting a little hot now, tickling the twine there from the near side three-point arc. Under 5 to go here in the contest. California cutting it to 11, like you said. Just great job on offense there, and pretty good defense right now.
Glover, another three shot, no good. Rebounded there by Jameer Howe. So California can cut this to single digits now. Lewis driving in, gets straight to the basket. Shot up, no good. Rebound controlled there by Diaz. That would have been a big one there by Lewis.
California hasn't been trailing by single digits since it was 9-0, Dylan. Or 8-0.
It is. And
either one. It was a lot of three-pointers, so it could have been 8, could have been 9.
As it's Glover now. And that's Miller. Kick it over to Hutton in the corner. Shot up, no good. Rebounded there by Jameer Howes. And now California, 3-on-3 break, stops and pops is Lewis. And that did not look like a good shot attempt. And it's Davis with the offensive foul trying to get the rebound. Actually, they're going to call a foul here on Hutton. And they do. They are going to call that foul on Hutton. That's his third. Yeah. Actually,
Terry Davis Jr. It was a loose ball foul, but in past years, it would be just a throw-in from the baseline. But this year, the rules changed, and it is a 1-1 now as the IUP Crimson Hawks are in the bonus.
We're going to take a commercial break here. It's an 83-72 lead for IUP. Stay tuned for more Vulcans men's basketball here on the Vulcan Sports Radio Network as well as the PSAC Network.
Dylan, what's wrong, man?
I just don't know how my family back home in Buchanan, West Virginia can watch our stuff up here.
They can follow us on Twitter or they can like us on Facebook.
That's awesome. What about our sports? How can they watch that?
They could watch it live right on our YouTube channel.
Awesome, man. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
Hello and welcome back here to the Convocation Center, as that's the beautifully timed out radio and TV right on cue. As it's a 83-72 ball game. California has just crawled their way almost back into this one, only down by 11 now, as it was a 20-point deficit early on in this first half. Thank you for tuning in, either radio-wise or PSAC Network. We are happy to have you in here on this Wednesday evening.
And Dylan, you being a former basketball player in high school, what is your take on that new rule there? Is that foul shot was missed, where even if it's a loose ball foul, it used to be it would just be a throw-in, it wouldn't be a defensive foul. Now it's a 1-on-1 or a bonus foul.
It just makes loose ball fouls even more important. You can't commit those now. You can send players to the free throw line as this ball is tipped out of bounds. As Malik Miller missed that free throw, and now we're going to get the media timeout here. As I thought they just took the media timeout, but we're going to stay here, I believe, and we are. We're going to take a look at Blaze there. Nice to see Blaze as well as some other students. You can see, I believe that's SAB. They've arrived early on campus. I know I'm a CA. The CA training starts tomorrow and Friday as well. So some student organizations getting back early for this winter break.
And I'm just back for basketball, man. Like,
and swimming tomorrow.
Yes, good to note. So we are broadcasting live swimming tomorrow from historic Hamer Hall on the campus of California University of Pennsylvania. First time doing swimming for me, so we'll see how that goes. But I think you can watch on YouTube, I believe, CUTV Sports 1, or it may be on Stretch Internet. I'm not exactly sure. We'll ask our director, Gary Smith. Will the swimming event be on Stretch Internet or CUTV Sports 1?
Yes, it will be on one of them.
Okay, it'll be on one of them.
Go to calvulcans.com.
Go to calvulcans.com for your live link there.
But an interesting tidbit here. Anthony will be in a Speedo for that swimming event. So if you'd like to see Anthony in a Speedo, tune in to the swimming event tomorrow.
You'll be surely disappointed because I am not wearing a Speedo. I do not own a Speedo, nor do I ever want to see myself in
look
one.
at this. Look at this nice-looking man in a Speedo. Who would not want to see that? There,
No.
Anthony Speedo.
No.
We're going to make it happen. So tune in tomorrow. You can see the beautiful Anthony D'Agostino in a Speedo. You heard it here first. Anthony D'Agostino in a Speedo tomorrow at swimming.
It doesn't matter where it's worn. I'm going to wear it on my head. How's that?
Nope.
It'll be like a swimming cap.
As now we're back to action. A three there by Robo. Tekel goes in California now within single digits. 8-point ball game.
Don't blink now.
It's all the players. They're thinking about Anthony D'Agostino in a Speedo, and they are playing fantastic basketball. Shot no good is an air ball rebound and kick back out to Lombardi. Lombardi's three's no good. Another offensive rebound. Those are two big offensive rebounds that California would like to have back. During the defensive chant, not the largest crowd here.
There was a bigger crowd for the women's basketball game, Dylan.
Well, it was the number 2 team in the country there in IUP, but the crowd is feeling the momentum, this big defensive possession here for California.
IUP still playing clock here.
Lombardi drives in, shot no good, another offensive rebound, so 4 offensive rebounds on that. One possession, and California cannot allow that.
You can't have that happen. And now you get a foul call on Robel Tekel. That's his 4th. You cannot allow offensive rebounds because then you're going to end up fouling, which you saw there because they're putting up shots. You got to get the rebound. You got to box out, and you got to get back on offense.
They're sending Brunwick to the free throw line, who's shooting at 63%, so not the best free throw shooter, actually the worst free throw percentage on this IUP team. Brunswick, first attempt is up and good. Makes it an 84-75 ball game. Miller checking back in for the Crimson Hawks. Checking in for Hutton.
Brunswick perfect 2 for 2 so far today.
This IUP team this season is 75% from the free throw line. Fantastic free throw shooting team. Second free throw is up and rims out, rebounded there by Philip Alexander, who has provided the spark here for the Vulcans.
9-point lead for the Crimson Hawks. They've seen their 20-point lead fall to 9.
Lewis drives in, kicks it to Jameer Howes. Jameer Howes shot up and in, and now it's an 84-77 ball game.
And if Jameer Howes would have been able to dunk that, then I think the roof would have come off this building.
And he sure can throw the ball down. Is another big defensive stop here. I bet IUP is going to take this shot clock all the way down. It's at 15 now. Diaz now guarded by Howes, trying to back Howes in. Howes with nice defense, kicks it out to Miller. Miller's 3 is no good, and another offensive rebound.
Got his own rebound. You can't let that happen. You got to see that the guy's coming in to get the rebound and box out.
And I think that's what Coach McBride is preaching to his players now from his coach's box. 15 seconds left on the shot clock, 1:54 left to go. Again, running out of time is California. They get the steal. It's Cordell Smith, and ball's tipped around, controlled there by Smith. Smith over the Howes. Howes up and in. California now cuts this down to 5.
84-79, 1:40 to go. Also, to note, California is out rebounding IUP 42-30 somehow, and IUP with only 7 offensive rebounds, but I think those 7 have come within the past minute.
Yeah, they've had about 5 in the past minute. We're going to get a timeout by Coach Lombardi of Indiana University of Pennsylvania. It's an 84-79 ball game. If you would have been tuned in early to this one and saw how California started out this game, you would not believe that they would be able to cut it down to 5, but they have, as it's again 84-79, 129 left to go. And Anthony, you have to get a stop here for California.
Yeah, get a stop and don't foul really, because they're 17 of 25 from the free throw line, and not many people have missed from the free throw line. I think the worst so far was Miller today. Miller's 3 of 6. So Miller, who averages 69.6% from the free throw line, he's 50% today.
And again, only a 2-possession ball game right now, so California could really pay off with a turnover or just a stop here, as the IUP struggling to get the ball in. They finally get it over to Lombardi. Lombardi playing with 4 fouls. The only player for IUP with 4 fouls, but Cal has 2 players, and Tekel and Lewis with 4.
And you don't need a foul here. With 5 points, with 1:15, you can let the shot clock go down and get rebounds. That's what you need. Rebounds.
They're going to get a late foul is called, and he's going to get the and one as Glover, and I'm not sure about that foul call, but it will go in favor of IUP, and that's a big one there by Glover, who goes over the 30-point mark with 31 points here tonight. And they're going to call that foul
on Cordell Smith, who wasn't even in the play.
Yeah, and Coach McBride, you could hear him from up here in the rafters yelling he was not even involved, as that's and one makes an and one there, 87-79, and it's looking out of reach now for California. Going to need some threes here. It's Cordell Smith, the guy to do it. Kicks over to Lewis. Lewis 3 reels in and out, rebounded there by Malik Miller. And Coach McBride's pleading for a foul here. And it's going to be Cordell Smith double teaming, unable to get it. Looks like it's going to be too little too late here for California now, as it's 45 seconds left to go. And they will send Miller to the free throw line.
Dante Lombardi, I thought, would be
Lombardi, excuse me, as it's foul on California. Their 10th foul, so 2 fouls here on out for IUP. Lombardi misses that one. Remains a 3-possession ball game here. As Lombardi now trying to hit his second. Lombardi on the season is 80%. It hits the second one. 88-79 ball game. Lewis now. Dribble handoff there to Cordell Smith. Cordell Smith coming off the ball screen, loses control of it, kicks it over to Robel Tekel. Robel Tekel, step back 3, up and good. So hope remains here for California as they cut it down to a 6-point game. 37 seconds left to go in this one. And a quick shout out here to everyone helping out with this broadcast. We've got Gary Smith up here, Brett Dice, and Stephen Ruffing there on camera. Steve was on call there for the women's game with you, Anthony.
Yeah, Cal women doing a great job there, winning by 9 over the number 2 team in the country. California will move up from 14, probably back to 10, maybe move up a little bit. IUP is going to drop from 2 pretty far, I would assume, but we'll see. The rankings won't come out until next Monday, though, so we'll see what happens, because California is traveling to Mercyhurst, the House of Horrors for California, both men's and women's team. They have always struggled in that facility there, and the referees never play nice for California up there. It's just harder to play there, and so anything can happen.
That it can now. As again, also like to thank Evan there back as again, this is simulcast, radio and TV here. Also like to thank her for being our radio engineer, getting us on the air.
Yeah, doing a great job back there, her and Eddie, being back there helping us out. And all the engineers over break, being here to make sure we get on the air, and whether we're on the road or simulcasting from home.
As, again, 37 seconds left to go. 88-82 ball game. So California try to get a steal off the inbounds and get a foul, and then hope that IUP misses both of their free throws. It's really the only chance California has here.
Slippery Rock defeating UPJ 68-66 with 34 seconds left. That's kind of interesting.
That it is close game there, close game here as well. As it's a foul, as Jordan Gessner has came into this game, I think, just to get a foul.
Just a foul, yes. That's exactly what he's in for. And he's sending Miller to the line, who is the worst foul shooter today. So we'll see what happens.
Malik Miller, the sophomore. I agree with sending a sophomore to the free throw line as well. As Miller's free throw is good. That's a big free throw there, making it a 3-possession ball game.
Make the free throws when they count. That's what matters right there.
As Tekel checks back in for Jordan Gessner. Little offense for defense substitution there as Robel Tekel has 4 fouls. Don't want him to pick up a 5th as Miller misses that free throw though. So it remains a 7-point ball game. Cordell Smith now kicks it over and it's stolen away there.
That's bad.
And that will end this one as the shot clock is turned off and Lombardi takes it back the other way. It will end a 89-82 point ball game here.
You know, after being down and being shut out in the first few minutes of the first half, 10-0, and being down by 20, cutting it to single digits, 89-82, is actually pretty good.
And they could carry that momentum into their next meeting with IUP there as they travel to IUP later on in this season. But that will do it here from the Convocation Center. Again, a 89-82 ball game. Thank you guys for watching or listening, however you turned in. This was Vulcans basketball here on Vulcan Sports Radio Network and the PSAC Network.